My friend, this is it. This is the moment for which you were born. This is the greatest moment of your life. This is all of us coming together and liberating humanity. You, my friend, are humanity liberator. This is your purpose. This is the greatest thing you've ever done. And we're doing this together right here, right now. Okay, so welcome to Operation Greatness, Freeing the Matrix Action Pod number 39. This is how we are fulfilling our destiny because you are Humanity Liberator. I want you to think of this as your new identity. This is your self concept. This is who you are. You are Humanity Liberator. I don't mean like a superhero where your function is liberating humanity. I mean your name. This is who you are. You are Humanity Liberator. Really hear this message because nothing matters more than you fulfilling this. This is the reason you were born. This is why you are on the planet in this historic time because all of us fulfilling our destiny, this is the monumental turning point in human history. This is the greatest thing every one of us has ever done. So, how does this feel to you? Right now, I want you to just close your eyes and turn within because this is where you are in your center. This is where, well, let's just be honest here. Let's be real. Before before now, you were living most of your life, quote, out here, away from your center, out of your power. I mean, if you're focusing on out here, you're out of balance, right? You're disconnected from your heart, from your center, from your purpose, from God, from the world, from life. I call it the currency of life. If you're distracted out here, you're not living your purpose. You're not honoring, achieving, living your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma, your reason for being, which is everything, and you're searching in the wrong place, like everywhere else but where it is, which is within you, within your center. How much of every day were you looking outside of you for what only exists within you? That's your purpose, is to reconnect with yourself, and that means with God, and that automatically becomes connecting with life and connecting with your purpose. Think of your purpose or God as being like the North Star that's directing your direction, that's leading you and keeping you on track by you navigating, having, if you think of yourself that you are the captain of your ship, which means your life, and keeping the telescope or the binoculars on the North Star, and that's where you're continually directing the compass, your navigational instrument, so that you're always moving in the direction of fulfilling your destiny, right? And because you're sailing the ocean, you're navigating the ocean in Sanskrit, which is a metaphysical language. I love this. You're navigating the oceans of samsara. That's the word for it in Sanskrit, the metaphysical language. It's called samsara, which means, really, it means your struggles, your adversities, your challenges. the upsets in life that are, and let's hear this message really carefully and consider this and see this and contemplate this, go deep within this insight. The oceans of samsara, while in one sense it's the cycle, the wheel of life and death, birth, life, death, and yet it's really going through the turmoils of life as you are being molded into the person you need to be to achieve your higher purpose, your life's meaning, your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. That's why we go through the struggle, is so that out of the fire of the adversity, we become strong like a sword. I just did, if you're watching the video because you're doing this, this is today's Operation Greatness chapter meeting. That's through operationgreatness.com/leader, where you are leading your Operation Greatness chapter, and your chapter comprises all your online friends as well as everyone in your local community. This is how you're leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating them, doing a little more today, LITL, in being of greater service to more people. That's through operationgreatness.com/leader. And anyway, so if you're there, you're watching the video of this podcast instead of just hearing it. And, or we're doing this also, we're hearing it together. This is our chapter meeting for today in our freeingthematrix.com mastermind. And anyway, if you're watching the video, I drew the sword, and that's the visual that I would love, or I would invite you to see here, where the fires in your life are there to mold you as raw iron into this sword, this work of art, this weapon of power. I mean, think of it like, I forgot the name of that now. The sword that King Arthur, Elixir, is that what it's called? I don't know. No, Excalibur. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Excalibur, you are like the sword of Excalibur. And I mean, this sword, the legend is that, I don't know, some wizard, or maybe it was Merlin, I don't remember, put this sword, this Excalibur sword that has like the magical forces, or let's just say it catalyzes all of the power in the world into this one weapon, and that sword to protect humanity from it being in the wrong hands. Some wizard or magician put this Excalibur infinitely powerful weapon into this rock, and only the person who was worthy to wield it responsibly, getting chills here because I'm seeing that person is you, as you are fulfilling your destiny, Humanity Liberator. That person is you, the only one able to wield this sword, this magical, all powerful weapon is you. Only your hands can pull it out of the rock, and this is how you are fulfilling your destiny right here with this Operation Greatness Freeing the Matrix Action Pod number 39. This is you fulfilling your destiny, Humanity Liberator. So, how are you doing that? We'll get back to this visual of the Excalibur sword. And how are you doing this? Okay, so already go back even here from the beginning of this podcast. Go back to the beginning and start playing it. And then each point that I'm making, pause, reflect on that, relate that to your life, to your challenge that you're facing right now, the most pressing one, and see how that is molding you, forcing you to rise in your strength, in your power, in your purpose, reconnected with your center, with your power, with God, with the currency of life, and share your thoughts, write down your thoughts, and then share that what you have written, share your thoughts as a separate post on your social media. And in your posts, every one of the posts you're making here, lead, inspire, transform, and liberate every one of your online friends. This is our action pod number 39, Fulfilling Your Destiny, Humanity Liberator. So you're taking all of your thoughts about each of the points that you are seeing here. You're relating them to what's happening in your life now, your challenge, your adversity, your fire, and you're inviting each of your online friends to do this Operation Greatness chapter meeting themselves. And you're doing this through your link. And your link is in freeingthematrix.com. You're part of our Freeing the Matrix mastermind at freeingthematrix.com. And then you go to the About tab, and at the right, you'll see the logo for freeingthematrix.com, our mastermind. You'll see a description, and then under that, on my screen, it says settings, and yet this is my community. This is our Freeing the Matrix mastermind. On your screen, it will say invite people there, and click on that link, invite people, and you will get your link, and then you add your link to all the posts you're making, because our Freeing the Matrix Mastermind costs $59 a month at the moment. It's really a $2,500 coaching program that we're all doing together, and yet because you are humanity's liberator, this is the most important work that you have ever done, and this is how you are leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating our whole human family. You're Humanity Liberator, and you're liberating our whole human race right here through our Freeing the Matrix Mastermind and through this Operation Greatness chapter meeting. So make sure that you're joining us at freeingthematrix.com. And if you go to freeingthematrix.com/free-month, I will even buy you the full month. And that's enough for you to liberate all of humanity. Humanity Liberator. Is this do you have the inner knowing that this is my higher purpose? I have always known since I was a kid, perhaps. I mean, really think about this. Look back at your life. You've always known that you're here for something important, that you have greatness within you, and that you're here to do something substantial in being of greater service, right? You've always known there's so much more for you than what you had achieved, recognized, created, fulfilled, right? Is there any question about that? You're getting that inner knowing, yeah, I've always known I'm here for something important. I don't know what that is. Now you know what that is because you are Humanity Liberator. You are here to liberate our whole human family. And right here through freeingthematrix.com/free-month, and you're getting your Freeing the Matrix Mastermind link under our About page, and at the right, under the description and the logo, it says invite people. So you're grabbing that link, and then you're going to like Twitter. For me, I'm going over to my Twitter page. It's called X now. I don't know, that name doesn't make sense to me, but it does to Elon, I guess, in his grand plans for the everything app called X. Well, anyway, so like my 183,943 followers at this moment, is that right? Let's refresh the page here to make sure there's not one more person just for fun. Anyway, I'm at Daniel Clad on Twitter, and what is it? It went up. Wow. 183,960 people at this moment following me on Twitter. And so then I go to the home page. And so you do this yourself and you write out, like I said, go back to the beginning and start from the beginning. And like okay, so like Dan's telling me that I am Humanity Liberator. So let's go back to our initial screen here. I'm Humanity Liberator. What does that mean to me? He's saying I have the power and the duty. This is my divine design, duty, destiny, dharma to liberate humanity. Wow, I never imagined that I thought I was pretty insignificant and small and didn't like, no, none of that is true. You are Humanity Liberator. Stand tall and proud, warrior. Like, actually, let me show you this if you're watching this. This is pretty important too. If you go to operationgreatness.com/podcast, you can tune into, I'm showing you on the screen if you're watching the video through operationgreatness.com/leader. And when you're leading your own Operation Greatness chapter in your community as well as among all your online friends, I'm showing you the screen with our past Operation Greatness chapter meetings. So let's look at, well, our last one, actually, one of our most recent ones was, well, this is kind of a follow-up from our last one, which is number 38, which was Stop Desecrating the Sacred Temple. That's so, so powerful. I want you to see that one. See it, not just hear it. And yet, I'm looking for one which is Rise, Warrior, Rise. Here it is. It's number 33. Rise, Warrior, Rise, unifying humanity, liberating Earth from evil. That's a pretty important one. And actually, number 31, I thought was the most important one that I've ever done. That's heeding Jesus's explicit challenge to you as God's gift to the world. And yet, I mean, so rise, warrior, rise. You are Humanity Liberator, and you have the power to transform the lives of every one of us. And let me walk you through seeing that yourself. Like when you go to freeingthematrix.com/free-month, you will see this graphic, and I'm pointing to this on the screen. I'm sharing my screen here. If you're watching the video, you will see that. And yet I will read this to you, and I want you to feel this. Okay, so like I say, go back to the beginning if you haven't already done that, and relate to each point. So like you're saying to yourself, you're thinking about this, wow, Dan's saying that I am Humanity Liberator, that I have the power myself to transform the whole world. I've always felt that there was something more for me, that I had something important to do for the world. And you're seeing, like you're relating this to yourself right now, and you're seeing, wow, he's exactly describing my feelings, like my innermost thoughts. I've always known that I was here for something important, and I was searching for that, and I kind of forgot about that, and I lost track of that, and then I got distracted, and I got caught up in things. And yet, what he's saying, that I am like the Excalibur sword that has the power. Oh, I'm getting chills here just reflecting on this for you. Are you feeling this as well? I mean, what is this doing for you? Is this waking you to your power? I mean, now you're like King Arthur and you're going up to the Excalibur sword and you're putting your hands on it and you're and then something is just opening within you. You're awakening to your full power, and you are pulling Excalibur out of the rock, and you're holding it over your head, and it's like a transformation is occurring right here, right now in your mind, and you're no longer limiting yourself in any way. Right, 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 right. You're feeling this and you're doing this right now. You have become Humanity Liberator, and now you're transforming the lives of everyone connected with you on all the social media, because everyone connected with you is there because you are meant to, you are destined to transform their lives, to liberate them, Humanity Liberator. You see how powerful this is? So you're wielding this Excalibur sword, which has the full power of God behind it, and you're eliminating all the scarcity, fear, lack programming in every one of your friends. You're cutting that, you're disabling that, you're eliminating their how they were holding themselves back, how they were disconnected from life, from their purpose, from God, from their center, from their power, because you've broken through all of that in your life, and now you're leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating LITL, all of your online friends, as well as everyone in your local community, by you leading your own Operation Greatness chapter. And you're starting with our Freeing the Matrix Mastermind at freeingthematrix.com/free-month, where I will buy you your full month in our Mastermind Alliance. And you're all adversity, all obstacles, all forces of the matrix, you're just eliminating all those non-supportive distractions, and you're staying hyper vigilant and hyper focused within yourself, within your power, within your purpose, and you're honoring your power and your purpose, and you are honoring God, and you're saying no to anything that would take you out of your purpose, Humanity Liberator, because your work, your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma is liberating humanity. So you're going to your social media, like Twitter is where I have my most of my online friends and people connected with me, and then you're saying, like, I'm watching this amazing Operation Greatness chapter meeting through freeingthematrix.com, and it's showing me that I have the higher purpose, I have the gift and honor of liberating humanity, and I'm doing that right here as I'm watching this. Make sure you're doing this yourself, and then you're going over to freeingthematrix.com. I'm going to that tab here. Okay, here it is, maybe. No, it's right here, I think. Yeah, here it is. Okay, freeingthematrix.com/free-month, and then you're going there, and getting, you're joining us there, and then you're getting that invite people link, which is at the about page that you'll see there once you've done this, and you're getting your link, and then you're adding your link. Do this yourself. All of us are coming together, and we are saving humanity. We're freeing our human family, and you are Humanity Liberator yourself. And I'm seeing this, and this is just phenomenal because I just pulled the Excalibur sword as King Arthur, and I'm slaying dragons everywhere they still remain. And you're doing this as well. And this is the most important thing you have ever done. This is the higher purpose of your life, just as it is mine. I'm liberating you, and you are liberating all of your online friends. And this is how together we have transformed the world. breathe in this because this is real and this is you and this is the higher purpose of your life. This is your whole reason for being on the planet in this most historic moment. This is the monumental turning point in human history. And my friend, that's happening because you are humanity liberator and you're saying yes to life. You're saying yes to God. You're not holding back or denying your power, your purpose. This is you living your full potential. You feel that, you know that, right? So go now to freeingthematrix.com/free-month if you haven't already done that. You will see at the top of the page, first of all, I mean, I'm there if you're watching this video, and the top of the page, there's a headline that says, if I gave you a free month of Freeing the Matrix, would you transform everyone you can while transforming your life? So even pause and reflect on that. If I saw that I could transform everyone on the whole planet while transforming my life, and it was free through freeingthematrix.com/free-month, would I accept that? Well, of course I would, because I am humanity liberator and I feel that. I feel the presence of God. I feel the currency of life coursing through me right now, and I'm so ignited. It's like that if you think of the spark of divinity within you as being like the fire at the lower core of the water heater, and then you crank up the heat, and that fire starts to become reignited, and now you have become reignited. And that reminds me, I'm the author of the book Reignited America, and yet we are reigniting our whole human family. You are reigniting our whole human family, human liberator. You feel this, you know this. I'm getting chills just feeling the power within you right now that is awake and alive, and you're liberating our human family. You're slaying all the dragons. You're removing the scarcity, fear, lack programming in the matrix. You're slicing and dicing. You're destroying the matrix. You're liberating humanity from the matrix. This is how powerful you are. This is the higher purpose of your life. This is why you are here on the planet now. This is your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. And you're doing this now, right here. So you're pausing and reflecting and you're feeling this. You're flowing this. You're liberating every one of your online friends, making sure that they are doing this themselves. And that's like the fire within you is creating this forest fire that's spreading from you to every one of your online friends who are then flowing this themselves. They're awakening to their divine design, duty, destiny, dharma themselves. And they are that source, that initial strike of the flame. I mean, you're lighting the flame within them, and then they are lighting that flame within all of their online friends. And now let's read this because you're feeling this, you're allowing this, you're flowing this, you're creating this, humanity liberator. So let's read this together on freeingthematrix.com/free-month. This is the graphic that we have, the image at the top of the page. Join in humanity's unifying manifestation. So you're seeing this, you're adding your power to this visualization, you're creating this. This is the North Star where we are all going. We're leading our ship in this direction. We're creating this by giving this our attention and manifesting this because this is how you have liberated humanity. Our power is beyond measure. You're feeling that now. You're allowing that now. You're opening to the presence of God moving through you to transform the world, to liberate humanity. Humanity liberator. Our power is beyond measure. Together, we've helped 1.72 billion people become very wealthy, living their dharma through freeingthematrix.com and Operation Greatness. This is the greatest thing we've ever done and the higher purpose of our lives. Breathe in that. This is what you are creating. This is what you are responsible for as your greatest contribution to the world. This is how you liberated humanity. And for us to reach that 1.72 billion people becoming very wealthy, living their Dharma through freeingthematrix.com and Operation Greatness, that's the result of you just leading 1,200 of your online friends here in joining us in freeingthematrix.com through your link and them leading their 1,200 people here. There you have transformed the lives of 1,440,000 people. That's not quite liberating humanity. I mean, except how many people in all of human history have had anywhere near that level of impact that you are having right here now. I mean, really feel that. That is your contribution to the world. Pretty compelling, right? And yet, those 1,440,000 people you transformed are then leading their 1,200 people in joining us in freeingthematrix.com slash, well, your link. I mean, they're sharing their own links. You're doing this right now with your online friends, except don't just limit this to 1,200 people. Transform the lives of every one of your online friends. If you have 10 people, then you're transforming 10 people's lives. If you have 10 million people, then you're transforming 10 million people's lives. No one left behind. I mean, if you're President Trump and have 105 million, I think the last I looked, people, then you're transforming 105 million people's lives. Or if you're Elon Musk and you have like 219 million people, then you're transforming 219 million people's lives. No one left behind. This is the monumental turning point in human history by you doing this now. Humanity Liberator. You see, you getting your, even with just 1,200 people, no one left behind. You're getting every one of your online friends doing this through your link, through your freeingthematrix.com link, and yet your 1,200 people are getting their 1,200 people. Just as a for instance of how this works, that's 1,440,000 people who are getting their 1,200 people. My friend, that's 1.72 billion people. That's 1,728,000,000 people, to be more exact, all of whom you have transformed. Humanity Liberator. It's no exaggeration at all. You have the power to liberate humanity just by leading every one of your online friends through joining us in freeingthematrix.com and leading every one of their online friends. No one left behind. And then their friends are leading their friends, and that's how we have helped 1.72 billion people become very wealthy living their Dharma. So let's do this again together. We're focusing our power. We're seeing this. We're feeling this. We're knowing this is our higher purpose. Let's do this together now. Join in humanity's unifying manifestation. HUM for short, humanity's unifying manifestation. Our power is beyond measure. Together, we've helped 1.72 billion people become very wealthy, living their Dharma through freeingthematrix.com and Operation Greatness. This is the greatest thing we've ever done and the higher purpose of our lives. This is what you have contributed to the world. Humanity Liberator. Is there any question about this? This is the power that you have. This is your full potential to achieve when you have the ability to do something. Included within that is the responsibility to do that. You know that, right? That's fair, right? Now you've seen that you have the power to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate every one of your online friends, no one left behind. And by you doing that, and then all of your online friends doing that through your link, and then them do their online friends doing that through their link, we have transformed the world. You, my friend, have liberated humanity. Is there any question? You are the humanity liberator. So be it. When you have the power to do something, included within that power, the ability to do that is the responsibility to do that. So do that. So pause and reflect on all of this and share your thoughts with us in our Freeing the Matrix Mastermind. And if you go to freeingthematrix.com/free-month, actually make sure that you've gone there and done this. This is that, oh yeah, this is that Rise Warrior Rise Operation Greatness podcast number 33 that I mentioned. It's right there on the page for you to do. And then when you go to, so make sure you're doing that now. Then when you go to the bottom of the page and you're with just your email here, actually, then you can follow these steps and I will gift you a private podcast that I did, which is Operation Greatness podcast number 32. And if you notice, like I'm on the podcast page now, if you're watching the video here, when we go down and we look, we have number 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, and then we skip to 31 and then 30. We don't have podcast number 32 because that's a private podcast that was only shared with people who are joining us in freeingthematrix.com. So by you going to freeingthematrix.com/free-month and doing the few steps here that you're seeing at that page, and with your email, replying to the email that I'm sending you with the words done in all uppercase, I will gift you that private Operation Greatness podcast number 32, which is freeing the matrix from your mind, because I want you to really hear this message. You know that you are humanity liberator and that you are fulfilling your destiny, which is liberating our human family. Well, here's the thing. You are so much more powerful than the Matrix ever was. You are so much greater than the Matrix ever was. And in fact, you are freeing the Matrix from your mind because your mind is so much bigger and grander than the Matrix ever could have been. The Matrix is false. It's artificial. It's a false construct that was imposed upon humanity by very careful programming, manipulation by evil, and we are now liberating humanity. You are humanity liberator, and none of us are held back anymore, living in fear, living coming from scarcity, living in lack. No, that was all the Matrix. Your power is beyond measure. You are so much more powerful than you can ever even imagine or comprehend. Now, with you wielding the Excalibur sword, you have that feeling of how powerful you are, and that has been reignited now, and now you're focusing your power, you're concentrating it. It's like the feeling of the sun on your arm on a sunny day. It feels nice. And yet now, when you concentrate the power of the sun into that one single beam of light, you can incinerate steel with that light when it's concentrated and focused, like through a magnifying glass. And what is the magnifying glass? That's your focus, your intention. your purpose, now your purpose, you recognize that you are fulfilling your destiny, and your purpose is liberating humanity. So that's bringing the power that you have, narrowing the unlimited heat and warmth and power of the sun into a single focused laser beam. And that's the power that you are now wielding, Humanity Liberator. And you're directing that toward freeing humanity, liberating everyone in our human family, freeing the matrix from your mind. You're eliminating scarcity, fear, lack consciousness. And this is the monumental turning point in human history because of you doing this yourself. We've done that already right here. And now you leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating everyone you are blessed to have connected with you, to be able to serve, because you are the greatest contribution anyone has ever made in all of their lives. This is you. This is the gift of you. You, my friend, are God's gift to the world. And you're being that gift right here now. Is there any question about that? So, like, as you have paused and reflected on each point, that's a great one to contemplate, to see, to recognize. Dan says, I am God's gift to the world. I see that I am Humanity Liberator, so absolutely I am God's gift to the world, and I am here freeing humanity from scarcity, fear, lack. I'm pulling everyone out of the matrix. I'm dismantling the matrix by wielding the Excalibur sword that has the full power of God behind it. Nothing can stand in my way. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can limit me. I am Humanity Liberator. I feel that. I know that. I accept that. I receive that. I allow that. I'm achieving that. I'm fulfilling my destiny right here. I'm liberating every one of my online friends, and I recognize what he's saying. I resonate with what he's saying, that I can lead everyone in my community as well and free them from the matrix, liberating every one of them. And this is by far the greatest thing that every one of us has ever done. And I have the power to lead every one of my online friends in becoming free. I'm liberating them, and then they are liberating all of their friends. So I have liberated all of their friends too, and then they are liberating all of their friends. So I have liberated all of their friends too. So I really have transformed the lives of 1.72 billion people just from 1,200, each of us getting our 1,200. I mean, maybe some people have 10, and yet, like Elon Musk has 219 million, I think it is, and President Trump has like 105 million. I mean, no one left behind. Even for them, this is still the most important thing that they also have ever done, just as it is for you and it has been for me. The most important work of our lives, the higher purpose of even President Trump and Elon Musk, is liberating humanity. I mean, you can reach them and then they can reach 219 million or 105 million people. And you see that, I mean, even their contributions has been great. I mean, more than most people who have ever lived, and yet there is even still so much more for them to do through you honoring and fulfilling and living your destiny, Humanity Liberator. Is there any question about that being who you are at the core in your center? And now that that fire has been ignited within you, and you see how all of the traumas, the adversities, the challenges you had gone through were what was needed to mold you into the Excalibur sword, into the King Arthur or Queen, I don't know, whatever the female equivalent of Arthur would be. Was there a woman who was named B. Arthur? Oh, that's B. Arthur. I guess that could be. I don't know if that's really an Excalibur wielding. Oh, I don't know. Who's like Catherine the Great or something? Except I think she was like a tyrant. But who's a strong female warrior in real life who did good for people? I don't know. Maybe, see, we need a strong female hero who is a fighter, a warrior, a princess, a queen. And I mean, if you're a woman, then that's you, right? Obviously, that's you. And so you're wielding your sword. I mean, every one of us now is wielding our sword, and we're breaking the chains of the matrix. We're no longer being held back in scarcity, fear, lack consciousness or programming, and we're stopping the poisoning that we had ingested and consumed mentally, emotionally, physically, as well as spiritually. No more. We're so much stronger than our old habits, conditioning, limiting beliefs. We're unshackled from all of that because we're wielding the sword and we're breaking free from anything that held us back. We're no longer playing small. Ever again, any moment of our lives, we are standing tall and proud and fierce because we're wielding the Excalibur and we're removing all obstacles and we're just breaking through anything that had kept us down. You are so much more powerful than you can ever even recognize or realize or imagine. Now you're feeling that. Now you're flowing that. Now you are fulfilling your destiny, Humanity Liberator. So pause and reflect on all of this. And like I said, go back to the beginning if you haven't been doing that and share your thoughts about everything that we're talking about here as separate posts because that's how you're leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating Humanity Liberator every one of your online friends, no one left behind, because this is your higher purpose. This is you fulfilling your destiny, and this is leading humanity out of the matrix, out of enslavement, out of disempowerment. And every one of us is stepping into our power. We're owning our power. We are commanding our destiny because of you doing this yourself and doing this with and for every one of your online friends, all of whom you are blessed to be able to liberate. Humanity Liberator. Any question about any of this? Share your thoughts about all of this and take all the posts that you have shared with every one of your online friends, put them into the email that you're sending me for the essay from today's Operation Greatness chapter meeting. You are the inspired visionary, the leader the world has needed, and that leadership within you has been awakened, and now you are transforming humanity. This is you fulfilling your destiny. You are Humanity Liberator. Now you see that, now you're doing that, and this is the most important thing you have ever done. This is the greatest you have ever felt because you're in your purpose, you're in your power, you're in your destiny, and you are making it happen. The world is a better place because you lived, because you took this to heart, because you really heard this, because you achieved this, you fulfilled your destiny, you honored your reason for being. And this is your gift to God. I love this quote, and I really want you to hear this message and live this fulfillment. Your life is God's gift to you. What you do with your life is your gift to God. You are the greatest example of what's possible for every one of us by you actively transforming the lives and liberating everyone connected with you. And every one of us is connected with you by you leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating every one of your online friends. You have liberated our whole human family. You have freed the matrix from your mind and from humanity. No one in history other than Jesus has had anywhere near the level of impact you right here are having on our whole human family. You know that. This is the higher purpose of your life. It's why you're here on the planet. I'm so grateful for you fulfilling your destiny right here, Humanity Liberator. And you're owning that. You're living that. You created that. You fulfilled your purpose honorably. And I'm so grateful for you being part of our humanity destiny. I'm so I'm so honored and moved and touched and inspired and excited to be in your company. Someone so great as you who recognized your power and your purpose and you lived it. You are Humanity Liberator and you liberated humanity right here. And I'm just so moved and touched and grateful for you doing the work you were born to do, fulfilling your destiny, living your purpose, achieving your life's mission. I'm just so humbled and moved and touched and inspired by you, by the person you became right here, forged in fire and yet living as the king or the queen you are. And look at what you contributed to the world. You liberated our whole human family. The whole world is a better place because you lived, because you honored your purpose, because you fulfilled your destiny. You are Humanity Liberator. Thank you. May you always enjoy the peace of this moment, knowing how much more loving, kind, peaceful, abundant, prosperous, wealthy, united our planet has become because you lived, because of the contribution you made selflessly in being of greater service to our planet, to our human family. Your contribution, no one can ever repay you or thank you enough for the gift you are. You are God's gift to the world. You are Humanity Liberator. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you. I believe in you. I'm so grateful that you saw yourself the way I see you, the way I know you are, and you liberated humanity with Excalibur raised above your head with fire coming out of it and liberating the world, freeing humanity from its bondage, its enslavement, its shackles, the matrix and scarcity, fear, lack, consciousness and programming. The whole world is a far better place because of you, because you lived. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and also, yes, so send me your essay. All the posts that you have made, you're putting them into the email that you're sending me, dan@danclatt.com, and then you're sharing that all the posts you've made, that essay, with us all in the Freeing the Matrix Mastermind, freeingthematrix.com. I'm so moved and inspired by the person you are right now. Thank you.